my lord. But the imminent urgency, my lord, which has prompted the petitioner to knock the doors of justice is, my lord, and in which, my lord, the state police has been weaponized, my lord, by the, my lord, ruling political dispensation to act, my lord, as a cadre. My lord, the leader of the opposition, my lord, in the West Bengal Legislative Assembly is before your.
Has everybody been? No. Yes.
My lord, I have also, my lord, may I file the affidavit of service, my lord?
Yes. How has respondent number 8 been served?
My lord, we have served the respondent number 8 as on date, my lord, may not also be, my lord, of course,
Required.
my lord. My lord, may I have, my lord, kind leave,
Yes.
my lord, to file it, my lord. Now, my lord, this is, my lord, the second, that the state police is, my lord, my lord, civil uniforms. They are barging inside the houses of, my lord, the various leaders, my lord, belonging to the opposition party without any rhyme or reason, without disclosing anything, the purpose, whether there is any search warrant or not, my lord. Now, insofar as the leader of the opposition is concerned, the petitioner herein is concerned, my lord. Now, previously, my lord, something very similar was done in his Nondigram party office and in his Nondigram office and residence, my lord. There, my lord, I will not take much time. If my lord kindly takes, my lord, the undertaking given on behalf of the state, my lord kindly takes, we had approached the, my lord, Honorable High Court, page 73 is the order. Mr. Sen, in his usual fairness, my lord, will find page 75.
Yes.
Mr. Sen submits that the police do not need the petitioner as of now. In the event, however, the police require any participation or input from the petitioner in this regard, formal leave of this court shall be sought. So that was, my lord, the same incident. Now here what happened is, my lord, on the 20th of May, now suddenly at the Kolaghat office, my lord, it's a personal office come residence, my lord, where he stays, my lord. Now there was a huge contingent of, my lord, people suddenly who rushed in. They refused to disclose any reason. They tried to, my lord, barge inside, my lord, the premises, and some inside, in fact, got inside the premises. So then, my lord, it was pointed out that this is not the way to deal with it because the law of the land provides otherwise. And we were suspecting that what they are doing is they're now getting inside the premises, not letting anyone in. They're planting funds or something, and thereafter implicating them in false cases. Now, tomorrow is the date, my lord, which is fixed for the elections, my lord. We sought for leave, my lord, on Wednesday. Yesterday being a holiday, but today the matter was fixed by the Honorable Single Judge, my lord. We served the petition and we knew what was coming because something very similar was also practiced in the Nondigram case, my lord. Now what happens is, my lord, as a shield, in fact, I'm grateful to the police administration, my lord. Now they have, my lord, registered an FIR. My lord, the FIR has been introduced by way of the supplementary affidavit, my lord. This is exactly what, my lord, we were presuming. If my lord kindly takes the FIR,
Yes.
my lord kindly takes the FIR. It's a suo motu FIR by the OC of Kolaghat Police Station. Page 10 of the supplementary affidavit is the complaint. আমার supplementary affidavit টা কোথায়? ভাই আমি mark করেছিলাম. Why do you keep changing my things, ভাই? It's impossible. It's very difficult. But it kindly takes one of the complaint. Now the complaint states that one Sheikh Mukhtar Ali informed the Circle Inspector Tomluk office that there are arms, bombs, and liquid cash amount which is stored at the house of such and such to create disturbance during the poll day. Now, this is the house, my lord, which has been taken in rent, my lord. I informed the matter to the BDO Kolaghat and he was requested to send the FST team at that place to take necessary action. My lord, may kindly mark this FST team, my lord. They are in themselves admitting, my lord, that it is the FST team, that is the flying squad team, my lord, under the ECI. Meanwhile, considering the gravity of the complaint, I also left for the spot and force from headquarters. After getting reinforcement myself with the police PS officers and force reached near the house of Gopinath Gorai at such and such and waited there for FST team. My lord marks it again for a reasonable period of time. A delay might have caused shifting of arms, bombs and liquid cash. Myself along with force proceeded to search that house at about 6:25 hours. My lord may kindly mark this as well. After reaching there, I requested the present two members inside the house to cooperate with the search. I also requested the local available persons to become independent witnesses, but they denied. My lord may also make a note of this, my lord. And thereafter, my lord, 2-3 lines thereafter, a nil seizure list was prepared as nothing objectionable could be located due to continuous resistance from the agitators. And thereafter, my lord, they registered this suo motu FIR. My lord, the incident happened as per them, my lord, at 6:25 hours. Now, if my lord kindly takes the FIR form, they are specifying the time period, page 7, my lord. That is again serial number 3, time period 17 hours to 17 hours, that is 5 p.m. And what is the time of registration of the FIR? Page 9, if my lord kindly turns to page 9, paragraph 12, my lord, the entire aforementioned fact has been documented in Kolaghat police station such and such, diary, general diary, with a GD number such and such at 005 hours. My lord, may kindly make a note of this, my lord. And they instantly registered the FIR. The Supreme Court has time and again, my lord, come down very heavily, my lord, stating that, my lord, any delay leads the belief of the court to appreciate the circumstances with suspicion. We were presuming that something like this will be coming because they will be generating some complaint by someone, and thereafter, my lord, they will try to shield themselves from the powers of the honorable court, my lord. So, my lord, now they have registered this, and my lord, I will show, my lord, that on 21/5/2024, the police never had any authority to do this, my lord. My lord, the guidelines of the Election Commission of India. Joseph, copy do? আর সম্রাটদের copy do? My lord, these are the guidelines, my lord, which are holding the field. This deals with, my lord, flying squad, the FS, my lord, which has been mentioned there by them. So, my lord, the first is there shall be 3 or more flying squad in each assembly constituency. The FS shall start functioning from the date of announcement of election and shall continue till completion of poll. Now, thereafter, my lord, this is the jurisdiction, my lord. The flying squad shall attend to all model code of conduct violations and related complaints, attend to all complaints of threat, intimidation, movement of antisocial elements, liquor, arms and ammunition, and large sum of cash for the purpose of bribing of electors. Attend to all complaints regarding election expenditure incurred or authorized by the candidate's political party, videograph with the help of video surveillance team, all major rallies, etc., and such and such. Now, my lord, these flying squads, my lord, if my lord kindly take the bottom of the first page, my lord, the second line, the flying squad shall not be given any other work during the period. The names and mobile numbers of the magistrate as head of the flying squad and other officials in the flying squad are provided to the complaint monitoring such and such. And the DEO shall constitute the flying squad with officers of proven integrity. So, my lord, these particular allegations, my lord, are to be dealt with specifically by the flying squad. In the event the flying squad is not there, my lord, then it is for the static surveillance team, my lord, the SST. That is also there, my lord, in the next page, my lord. It has to be done by the SST. But here what happens is, my lord, the concerned OC, the errant OC, I will say, my lord, he spells out a story that I received this complaint at 5 o'clock. He immediately appreciated the gravity. He asked, my lord, force from the headquarters. He rushed to the area and waited for the flying squad, and at 6:25, my lord, he entered. My lord, I have the pen drive also with me, my lord, and I am ready and willing, my lord, to, my lord, the entire CDR is also there, my lord. The recce was being done from around 5 o'clock. There were persons, my lord, in plain clothes, my lord, who were doing a recce, my lord. 5:45, the entire contingent gathered, who were, my lord, doing, my lord, to and fro, my lord, in front of the house. The OC came and they rushed straight inside, my lord.
But the flying squad did not come.
My lord, there is no mention in the letter of complaint also, my lord.
It has been mentioned
No,
that
no.
they did not come. And that is the reason.
No,
they
they said
entered.
that, yes, my lord, what? They said that considering the delay, yes, he says a delay might have caused shifting of arms, bombs, and liquid cash. Myself, along with force, proceeded to search the house at about 18:25 hours. When neither the SST was informed, and there is no mention about whether the flying squad arrived or not. There was no flying squad, my lord. Nothing. This is nothing but an afterthought, my lord. This is nothing but an afterthought. In Nondigram incident also, my lord. But a similar incident happened thereafter, my lord. There was a false case similarly registered, my lord. Just with the view, my lord, that, my lord, to disturb the elections. These keep on happening, my lord. Now, there also, my lord, we had taken leave, my lord, citing that the police has surrounded my house since last night and they are trying to barge inside. They barged inside initially. Thereafter, my lord, they went away and they were waiting outside my house that if you come out, I'll arrest you. The Honorable Court granted leave. Yesterday, my lord, we served the petition at 8:25 a.m. My lord, at 10:30, my lord, the petitioner came out of his house in item number 7, my lord, he was immediately taken into custody. He is the, my lord, general secretary, my lord, of the BJP in that particular district. So, my lord, as of now, my lord, what I want is, my lord, just prior to the vacations, my lord, I will not do injustice to the others, my lord, who are also waiting, my lord. My lord, let the police be restrained, my lord, from undertaking such actions insofar as, my lord, the petitioner is concerned, because they are doing this time and again. And, my lord, tomorrow is the date of the polls, my lord. They're trying to create disturbance by completely siding with, my lord, the ruling dispensation, and, my lord, in violation of, my lord, the guidelines, my lord. But this guideline, my lord, never came to light, my lord. I would rather say that thanks to, my lord, the defense tried to be adopted by the OC concerned, my lord, that this came to the surface, my lord.
Very
So this
yes.
is one, my lord. Second is, my lord, no action should be undertaken, my lord, on the basis of this false FIR, my lord. This FIR has no legs to stand upon, my lord, at least till the, my lord, 2 days after the date of reopening, my lord, so that they can also come up with a report, my lord. I will not be unreasonable and making unreasonable
Very
requests, my lord.
yes.
But judgment dekhiye devo.
Whatever you want, why not?
But there are a few judgments. Run very briefly through, my lord, the ratio, my lord. My lord, in Mahmood Ali's case, my lord, which is reported in 2023 SCC Online, Supreme Court, page 950, paragraph 13. My lord, the Honorable Supreme Court has now made the law very well settled, my lord, that the while, my lord, appreciating the FIR, the court has to take into consideration the attending circumstances. So, my lord, this is one, my lord. So here, my lord, this is couched with arbitrariness and malafide, my lord. My lord, may kindly read it in line of, my lord, the the undertaking of the state in so far as, my lord, the Nondigram case was concerned. In so far as the Nondigram incident is concerned, as also, my lord, the findings of an honorable coordinate bench, my lord, these matters, my lord, went up to the Honorable Supreme Court from these challenging these findings, my lord. The findings, my lord, will find at pages 70 and 71. This is also, my lord, where the petitioner, because he was being constantly hounded. Several false cases were being registered against him. He was being severely harassed. CCTV cameras were being put up, my lord, in front of his residence. His my lord, right to privacy was given a complete go by. So pages 70, I'll just read the relevant portion. The court finds substantial force in the petitioner's argument. Prima facie, there appears to be an attempt at implicating and victimizing him in prima and his associates. A scheme and a conspiracy and a pattern or the stratagem appear to have been devised to entrap the petitioner and his associates to ensure their incarceration and custody inter alia to embarrass them. So this is one, my lord, and thereafter at page 71, if my lord kindly turns overleaf, the second paragraph, in fact, from the first paragraph, any indication of such deprivation of liberty contrary to procedure established by law calls for an immediate intervention under Article 226 of the Constitution of India. The right to life and personal liberty under Article 21 is cardinal above all and completely non-negotiable. In the instant case, there is prima facie evidence before this court of abuse and or misuse of state and police machinery in registering cases for investigation based on half-truths, fiction, concoction, and non-events. My lord, the instant case also, my lord, is nothing but an extension of the same saga, my lord, at the hands of, my lord, the errant police officers, my lord. So this is one, my lord, and the other one is, my lord, the delay, as I said, my lord, even taking their statement to be gospel truth, my lord, 6:25 they entered. Thereafter, the event got over, my lord. After 6 hours, they are registering it at 12:05, my lord. It is being diarized and instantly registered, my lord. So 2017, volume 6, Supreme Court cases, page 1, paragraph 50. Any delay, my lord, in, my lord, registering of FIR is viewed by the honorable courts, my lord, with utmost suspicion.
50.
My lord, paragraph 50, 2017 6 Supreme Court cases, page 1. There are other ratios also, my lord, but I understand, my lord, this is a case, my lord, coming squarely within the four corners, my lord, of my lord, the similar instances where, my lord, the petitioner and his associates have been harassed, my lord. In similar, I just hand up the book, my lord.
Only the
My
head
junior has taken
only the head notes.
my junior has taken up only the head notes, but no, my lord, that is also referred in, my lord, Justice Mantha's judgment. My lord, kindly
Then
take,
it is all right. Then it
Young
is all
man
right.
has-
my lord, kindly takes
I
page
don't-
70 once more, my lord.
Page
Page 70.
7.
Yes, this is the case that I was citing, my lord. Further, in the case of Mukesh versus State, 2017, volume 6, Supreme Court cases 1, paragraph 50,
Yes.
the Honorable Supreme Court held that usually delay in setting the law into motion by lodging of complaint in court or FIR at police station is normally viewed by the court with suspicion. Well, I would submit, my lord, at the admission stage, my lord, it's a prima facie, my lord, a case of malice and malafide, my lord, at the behest of
Very
the
well.
police authorities.
simplicity as a matter on law. Lord, please take the order passed by the coordinate bench at page 53 of your Lordship's brief. The order passed by Justice Mantha, which has been mentioned again and again by my learned friend, saying that this is the Nondegram case, this is a similar case, etc. Lord, please see the first paragraph, what the matter relates to. The writ petitioner complains, your Lordship has got the page 53.
Yes.
The writ petitioner complains of abuse of state and police machinery by the ruling dispensation in registering 6 FIRs against him in 4 different stations. Now, look, so far as this particular case is concerned, your Lordship will find that here, the direction which was given, if your Lordship will find at page 71, in respect of these particular cases. Now, please take the middle paragraph. There shall be a stay of proceedings in respect of, your Lordship will find 2 specific cases mentioned. The investigation into the other 2 police cases, the 2 cases are mentioned, Maniktola and Tomluk. Investigation may go on, but no coercive action shall be taken against the petitioner. The petitioner shall cooperate in the investigations. State, and not, please ignore the next one, which is state, Pashkura, and then next portion, the state shall furnish information as regard in leave of this court before arresting the petitioner or taking any coercive action against the petitioner in all such cases. So, it appears that from here, that of the 6 cases, 2 can proceed with investigation, no coercive steps. If he is to be arrested, then leave of court is to be taken. And if any further FIR is registered against the petitioner, we shall inform him. So there is really no absolute balm or broad spectrum antibiotic by which the gentleman is protected from the hands of the law. Now, so far as the next judge order, which is annexed at page 73, such submits that on the said date, about huge contingent of police personnel numbering 100 odd had forcibly entered into the writ petitioner's premises under the guise of search and seizure. So that is the place where he would reside. That is where they had entered. Now,
But I have the report with me, which was filed by Mr. Sen, my lord.
not interrupted, my learned friend.
I have the report.
Let us have some decorum in
Very
court.
good.
My learned friend will sit down also. I'll take some time. As it is, I have to look at an inclined to look at his face. Lord, please come to page 74.
Yes.
Mr. Such and Such, learned, appearing for a state, has submitted that the police were looking for a lady called Moua Jana Paul, who is the manager of the Tomlu Cooperative Agriculture Development Bank. The said person and her husband are accused in criminal proceedings. The petitioner's house was raided, allegedly under section 47 of the CRPC, on information received about the said Moua Jana Paul was hiding in the petitioner's residence. Mr. Such and Such also indicated that petitioner is neither an accused nor a named witness in the said case. The petitioner was not even required under section 60 of the CRPC. This latter paragraph applies in this case also. Nor have we required his presence under section 160. It is mere apprehensions and trying to create, if I may use the expression, a drama. Now, please turn the page over.
Some police personnel.
Again, please.
Please take your seat.
This is the High
Please take
Court
your
at
seat.
Calcutta.
Yes.
Please
Chartered
take your
High Court.
seat.
That is why these statements are
Please
coming
take
from
your
the state.
seat. Yes.
Mr. Such, page 75, Mr. Such and Such submits that the police do not need the petitioner as of now. In the event, however, the police require any participation or input from the petitioner in this regard, formal leave of this court shall be sought. I have no problem with this also. Now, so far as this case is concerned, if your Lordship please comes to, I'll hand over to your Lordship the original case diary. Your Lordship find that amongst the documents, your Lordship is see, Lord, please see there's a document towards the end of the original CD, which is the leave and license in respect of this premises. This premises is in the name of the person who is not the writ petitioner. It's a different person whose name your Lordship will find, Lord, in the report. The name of the petitioner, Lordship, the name of the lessee, your Lordship will find. The lessee is Shurujit Das.
Shurujit Das is my secretary.
Just a
private secretary.
Just a minute. The licensors are Gopinath Ghorai and Vishwanath Ghorai. And the property has been leased out to Shurujit Das. Accumulation of these things. Now, Lord, if I may ask myself the question, is it to be the law that when police receives intimation or information with regard to accumulation of arms and cash intended to cause disruption of law and order, it is to do nothing? it is incumbent upon the statute to take steps. Now, since the election is underway, the model code of conduct has come into operation. So there are certain restrictions that the police must follow. And what is the restriction? Your Lordship has been shown the circular of the Election Commission. Lord, please have a look at that and please see the order of the Election Commission, whether it creates any restriction as my learned friend has made it out to be. All seizures made by police authorities, etc., shall be forwarded, which your Lordship will see. So, Lord, the action by the police in giving intimation to the flying squad and Lord, being unable to wait in the apprehension that things which have accumulated, they will be moved out. So they went to the spot. They were resisted. They were not allowed entry into several rooms which are kept locked. There was commotion and resistance by not several, I say maybe scores of persons who resisted the police. They came back. FIR has been registered. Now, please see the FIR, of which much has been made, which is in the supplementary. That on 21st May 2024 at 1700 hours, received the complaint. So this is the time which is recorded in serial number 3. That he's, because it has, in the terms of section 170, it has to be diarized immediately. So the time which is recorded here, 1700 hours, is a time when the that is the date on which the incident took place.
And then DR?
On when the report has been made.
22nd at 5. Is there anything mentioned about the request made to the flying squad, the time? Because
the exact time.
Not the exact time, at least
You
your
will find the complaint mentions this.
suo motu complaint mentions
diary. It is recorded in the diary.
It will not.
In fact, my instructions also say so.
No, but the time is not there. This is what I was wondering.
But that will appear in the diary.
It is there in the diary.
It will appear because in the diary, every moment has to be recorded.
Yes. Then?
In my respectful submission, that there is no infirmity insofar as recording the complaint is concerned, in registering the FIR, and in carrying out the raid. Insofar as the raid is concerned, police officers did go there. They were met with severe resistance. They entered, but they could not carry out in the search in respect of several rooms which are locked. But due to severe resistance, they came back. And that is all that has happened on that day. And the inventory report says nil seizure, because nothing could be recovered. Definitely, if anything had been there, we can only surmise, because nothing is there in the report of anything.
See, tomorrow is the elections, right?
Of course, nothing is intended to be done tomorrow. It can't be, because whatever would have been there would no longer be there tomorrow. If anything had been there, nothing would remain there. It's quite natural and it's quite obvious as natural, normal human beings. If anything had been there, as counsel, I don't know. I'm an officer of your Lordship. As your Lordship's officer, I can say that the team went there and could only record nil seizure. Now, if anything had been there, presuming something had been there after the police departed, certainly it won't be there anymore.
Very well.
So another raid there would be an exercise in futility.
Suo motu complaint that has been lodged.
Now, tomorrow is the election.
Yes.
Lordship, we are not intending to do anything tomorrow, because the election must be held peacefully.
Yes.
Whatever has happened, Lordship has read newspapers. It's apparent to all of us. This investigation has been carried out. They have come away empty-handed. Certainly, nothing will be done tomorrow. But the investigation must thereafter continue with regard to this allegation.
Continue. Let it continue. But then after the vacations, still 1 week after the vacations, don't do anything with regard to this. The matter will appear in the regular bench. And thereafter...
So please see the name of the petitioner. The petitioner has nothing to do with this case. Who is the petitioner here? It's not a public interest litigation.
No, there is not. This is not a public interest litigation. The petitioner says that the person or the place where you have went for the search and seizure is the personal assistant.
From where does one get that? From where does one get that? From where does one get that in the records?
We never knew that the police will come up with such a...
No, please, we are arguing before a court of law. There must be some document to demonstrate
that the police
this gentleman's connection with the case.
Is it not mentioned in the petition?
Only in the pleading it is there.
Then
not,
the averment is there.
Not a single document.
What document do you want?
To show this gentleman's connection that this is the
that is my office. I stay there.
That
please.
The document that I've shown your Lordship shows that it was licensed to a third party.
The third party happens to be the personal secretary.
Where does it say so in the writ petition?
Is it not mentioned?
My learned friend will show your Lordship.
1 minute.
Because the entire fulcrum of the case is that twice two concurrent, coordinate judges have given protection to the writ
No, that
petitioner.
is not the
It
case.
is not a matter of protection.
That is not the
Since
case.
the election is ongoing and with a view to conduct the election peacefully.
I am
This is
assuring
the
your lordship,
reason-
nothing intends to be done tomorrow. But please don't
Well,
send
then
us
there
back
are
to
the
10th.
Why? Where is the difficulty?
that
The
is the
results will be declared on the 4th.
It has nothing to do with the.
The results
court
will be declared on the 4th.
or-
If the investigation is to continue, if it continues after 1 week, heavens will not fall. So many matters are pending,
Of course, they're pending.
isn't it?
No, lordship may direct.
I will direct the matter to appear in the list on the very first day of the reopening, 10th.
I can appreciate that your lordship does
What
not want to
will you do within 4th and 10th? What do you intend to do?
investigate the matter further. There may be so
Investigation.
many further
Wait for 5 days. You investigate. It is only an interim relief that is the court is contemplating.
Yes, Lord.
It is only an interim measure,
Yes, Lord.
right? Not that the court is telling you not to do anything or
Lordship knows any interim measure by your lordship today will be blown out of proportion in the media tomorrow.
It's not
that
about
is
the
for
media.
your officers.
Now, Lord, so
That
far
is
as-
for your officers to take
that
care
is
of.
that is so far as the investigation is concerned, that has nothing to do with the writ petitioner. We are going to strictly comply with the earlier quadrant bench's judgment. We don't disturb him. We
No,
don't
that
take
is all right.
motion.
Whatever is there is there.
If there's any FIR against him, we shall inform him.
That
If there
is
is
already
intention to
there.
arrest him,
That is
we will
already
take leave. So the writ petitioner has nothing to allege, no apprehension to demonstrate before your lordship in any case at all. The writ petitioner can only come up before your lordship espousing his own cause.
Manoj, kindly takes paragraph
Where
4.
is this gentleman who's
Manoj,
saying is his personal secretary?
kindly-
Where does he say so? And where
kindly
is the-
take
why has that
Para
person
4,
not
para
filed the
4
writ
of the
petition?
supplementary affidavit.
Why has that gentleman not filed the writ petition?
Para-
Why is he hiding behind the shadow?
It is not about hiding behind the shadow. If Manoj permits Manoj, on the next day I'll join him as well.
No, there's no question of joining him. The writ petitioner has no cause of action. He has no
My
locus
office,
standi
the
in the
police is
matter.
coming and saying
Who is saying it is his office? The records don't show.
because the
Wow.
records have been
Uh,
manufactured.
Please
But
tell me what have
nothing
you
pertaining-
mentioned
It is
in
not
the
a
writ petition?
But
What
writ-
have you mentioned in the
It
writ
is my
petition?
office, Manoj. That is
Where
exactly
is
what
that mentioned that
Yes,
it is your office?
paragraph 25, Manoj.
Paragraph 25. Why? What are the other paragraphs? 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3,
The-
4 is Manoj, the background, the entire background of Manoj, the
How are you related to this place?
Manoj, that is my office cum residence. That is what I have stated.
Where have you stated?
Manoj, paragraph number 20. Kolaghat is an antithesis to the rudimentary tenets of natural justice. হ্যাঁ গো, দাদা? 22, 22.
Tomorrow petition will be find that my residence at Raja Basantara Road is the office and residence of the petitioner.
Manoj, kindly take
Some documentary evidence
takes
to show it is
paragraph-
the office of the
kindly takes
PAB.
paragraph 11, my lord.
Some one document should have been annexed to show it is the party office. One document to show his association with the office. It can't be just on the basis of his statement. Every house in Bengal will be his house, and every house in
This
Bengal
speaks
will be his party
this
office.
speaks about the high-handedness of the
No, not at all.
These submissions coming, my lord.
No, not at all.
Submissions coming, my lord.
The-
These are more
The
political in
the
nature, my
court
lord.
of law requires
expected.
proof. The court of law requires him to
I
take
am giving-
court pleadings on record.
This bench dislikes these loud
I'll sit down.
voices.
I'll sit down.
I have time and again
I
requested the
fully
councils not to raise their voices.
I appreciate.
Please
Lord.
don't do it.
I was not raising it so long I was not interrupted.
The
Now,
court
Lord,
can hear.
yes, Lord, my respectful submission is,
Yes.
so far as the writ petitioner is concerned, he has no locus standi in the matter. If paragraph 20,
residence.
paragraph 22.
Even 11. Even 11.
Yes, no, paragraph 11 and 22, he says that he's using it. So there must be some letter, some document, some letterhead.
Not
something to
necessarily.
record.
Why will you always put a placard in front of your house?
If it is a party office, then, my lord, there would be something to demonstrate that it is a party office.
What prompted y'all
Yes, my lord.
by just getting a complaint to go to that place without even inquiring whether this is a party office, whether this is somebody's
No, we are-
personal
no.
house or something?
No, we
You will not,
Well, the police,
you
yes.
personally will definitely not keep all these things, money and this arms and all these things in your house. It is very true. Somebody who is related to the elections or something, this is the reason what prompted the police.
Miscreants,
Something,
people who want to
police-
create trouble.
yes, the police must have got information. This is the
It says
reason.
so. It says so
It
that
is
we
so-
got
right.
received information.
Right.
They acted immediately.
So the police also knows that this is the place which is being used as the
not the party
political
office.
parties.
Not
May
for
not
a
be the party
not
office.
for
He
a
says
moment.
it's
Not for a moment
residence.
is the police associating this place and the occurrences or the charges with any party. Nowhere your lordship will find any party's association, the writ petitioners association being mentioned at all. Namla,
I
please.
wish the police had got information with regard to any information with regard to the ruling party's dispensation, and the police going to raid it. How many instances are there?
I cannot answer.
Hardly any.
I cannot answer questions which are not on record, but what I can answer from the record, please have a look at the affidavit portion once to indulge me, Your Lordship was thinking of paragraph 11.
Yes.
11 is true to his knowledge, that he has to support it. Now, if he can mention any house in Bengal
to be his house.
To be his house.
Yes.
Tomorrow he can come up and say my house is his house. And request is, Your Lordship is being beseeched, the Chartered High Court is being beseeched to believe on such a bland statement.
Nobody is believing. This is at a very primary preliminary stage where the court is not believing or disbelieving anything.
At the primary stage, what is on record? What is on record is that information was received with regard to accumulation of arms, cash, armaments in a particular house.
And the report is nil report. Caesar is nil.
Yes, that why it is there, it is also mentioned in the case diary. The records show that a request was made to the flying squad due to apprehension of delay causing removal of this. They went there. They faced resistance. They could not enter several of the rooms.
Please come.
Lordship will kindly, also consider the locus of the writ petitioner.
Yes.
And whether in this case the writ petitioner ought to have moved the writ petition, or if aggrieved, that gentleman whose house was raided was the only person who could have moved this writ petition.
Has the petitioner described himself anywhere? What is his designation or anything of that sort?
I am the para 1, my lord.
Para 1.
Yes.
No, Your Lordship will get that in para 3. There's details of that. What is on record is on record. As counsel, we have to go by what is on record. He has given whatever he has done.
Next time these type of petitions are drafted, please ensure that the relevant paragraphs and facts are there. Because obviously these issues will arise. And then these are very primary and germane issues.
I completely bow down to that, my lord.
And coming up with supplementary affidavits means that these are afterthoughts.
But supplementary affidavit introducing the afterthought of the police, my lord.
Jugglery of language, Mr. Bhattacharya is a master.
No, I was thinking something like that will come.
Master. But I appreciate his difficulties. He is informed at 11
claims to be the member of the West Bengal Legislative Assembly. Stop. He has filed the instant writ petition challenging the action of the state police in conducting illegal raid at the office and residence at his office and residence in Kolaghat. Allegation is that his fundamental right to the orders passed by a coordinate bench of this court in WPA 11803 of 2021 on 6th September 2021. And to the order dated 19th of May 2022 in WPA 9033 of 2022. Stop. In the judgment delivered by the Honorable Supreme Court in the matter of Mukesh versus State within bracket NCT of Delhi, comma, reported in 2017, 6 SCC 1, paragraph 50. Reliance has also been placed on the judgment delivered by the Honorable Supreme Court in the matter of Mahmood Ali and others. Check the spellings. versus State of UP and others, reported in 2023, SCC Online, SC 950, paragraph 13. Stop. The modified standard operating procedures for the flying squads and static surveillance team published by the Election Commission of India has also been relied upon. Stop. It has been submitted that the police ought to have intimated the flying squad as the model code of conduct is currently in force in view of the ensuing proceedings for the time being and further restraining the police not to conduct any such raids till the elections are over, till 1 week after the elections, after the result of the election. The prayer of the petitioner has been vehemently opposed by the state respondents. Stop. It has been submitted that the petitioner does not have the locus to move the instant writ petition. Stop. The place which was raided by the police neither belongs to the petitioner nor there is any document to show that the petitioner is any way connected to the said place. Before this court, where the lease agreement, leave and license agreement dated 1st April 2022 entered into in between one Mr. Gopinath Ghorai and Vishwanath Ghorai, the lessers, and Mr. Shurojit Das, the lessee, in respect of the said place, has been placed before this court. Stop. Paragraph.
Followed by
Very well. It has been submitted that the lease and nowhere appearing in the leave and license agreement, and accordingly, the police was unaware that the said that the petitioner is connected with the said place in any manner whatsoever. Stop. Next. It has been submitted that immediately upon receiving the information at 5 p.m. on 21st of May 2024, the police intimated the block development officer request to send the flying squad team to the place for taking necessary action. Stop. As there was a delay, the police rushed to the spot. Stop. Next. The police, the suo motu complaint lodged by the officer in charge of Kolaghat police station on 22nd of May 2024 has been annexed to the supplementary affidavit that has been filed by the petitioner in court today. Stop. Next. The first information report is also presenting the petitioner as well as the state respondents have placed relevant paragraphs of the suo motu complaint filed by the police and the FIR. Stop. It appears therefrom that a search was done inside the building and the searching process was videographed. Stop. A nil Caesar list was prepared as nothing objectionable could not be located due to continuous resistance from the agitators. Stop. Next.
Above noted 2 persons. Agitators, their case is after they came out.
The complaint lodged by the officer in charge, mentions that only 2 members were inside the house. Stop. Paragraph. As the matter is at a very preliminary stage and the election is due to be held tomorrow, accordingly, as an interim measure and specially relying upon the directions passed in the matter of the petitioner filed earlier before this court, the court is inclined to restrain the police from proceeding further with the FIR that has been lodged till 17th of June 2024. Stop. The matter is directed to appear in the list on 10th of June 2024 before the regular bench. Stop. Next. In the event there is any urgency in taking any steps in the aid of the election being conducted in a peaceful manner, then the state may approach the court for obtaining leave for taking any further step against the petitioner. Stop. List on 11th.